the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by a former second-round pick out of Missouri. The quarterback is Drew Lock.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Lock to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 2nd down, Lock. A short one there to Bellinger. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
1st and 10. To throw is Lock. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. In motion, it's Robinson. Throwing on 2nd down, Lock. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. The speed on display. He's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. That is left side and taken in by Allen.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams on the out, connecting with Allen.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. To take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Giants offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's locked. Pass pulled in by Tracy. A second down throw for Locke. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Here's 3rd and 7. Locke out of the shotgun. He's going to look downfield once again.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Kayvon Thibodeaux, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They will run it over center with Swift. He'll get about 2. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12. 3rd and long. Now Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Mike, I can tell you firsthand, when you take the field on your opponent's side of the 50, there's a lot of optimism and hope that this is going to be a touchdown scoring drive. So nice job here by the defense, holding strong and defending this short field.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Locke. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Locke working out of the pistol. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
So after 1, it's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to Soldier Field after this. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Locke. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
From the gun on third down is Locke. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Throwing on first down, it's Williams.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Second down and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Locke to throw. The ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the give, it's Tracy. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
This is taken at his own 30. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go again with Swift, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. Third and long. To throw, it's Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. Well, this play, like this drive, going backwards. A loss there on third down. A very quick 3 and out. Here's Tory Taylor now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throw it. Lock. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Giants offense about ready to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. That is caught. It's Robinson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Here's 2nd and 2. Lock to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. To throw is Locke. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Locke. A short one there to Bellinger. And he will score. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants move out on top, 14-0. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Giants are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. And that'll move the sticks. First down, up to the 40.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Williams. Taking off, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Williams. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is going to be Cole in. He's got it. Cole Kmet, touchdown Bears. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and good. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 14-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
It is 3rd and 10. On play action. Lock. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Over the middle, that's Kmet. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Swift. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. A run here with Swift. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. Whoa. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Giants' 1st down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Lock out of the shotgun. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up Incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Here's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he's up past the 35. Got a 1st down. Putting down at the 37.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run. It's Swift. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Swift. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Give up the middle with Swift.
The upright Swift, the ball carrier. Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10. He's going to run it.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain him. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Now a 3rd and 2. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. On the give, it's Tracy. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. On the handoff, here comes Tracy.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a road win here for the Giants. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Your first encounter with a machine with an incident with teleporter's pregnancy. Only when you were near the incident used for the original device. That's why I could hear behind the incidents. Where are you? Professor Stern, French and James Crusade of the Sacred Love Son. I can't get you back to the US boss. I'm sure you're better than you in my head. So, Madison, was it really an unsolved case solved? She's good. But I think we've done it with other things, especially Sleepy and McKay. She realized that means with a clean cyber solved the case. Over in China. Now we know living with him now. That's if there was before. History Incorporated. You footnotes as well. Oh, shit. You can relax. Very good. Tonight is our last night of golf. Then until our next adventure, it's been an honor, Mr. Incorporated. Actually, there's one remaining mystery that we finally solved. The biggest question of them all, who is the Batman? And we finally figured out the answer. Oh, I should have. Batman is the warmest, kindest, most big-hearted soul we've ever met. A great big teddy bat. Yeah, you keep that to yourselves. The mold will not feel bad if they know. Your secret's safe with us. No promises. I wish we got a bad sign for Snoopy. You've heard it. Batman.
Okay, I was going to do this after you got home from school, but I'm too excited.
That's right.
That's right. I've been waiting for the right year, and if you feel ready, this Thanksgiving, you will be carving one of the 3 Tom turkeys.
I'm ready. I wasn't ready. I realized that.
Okay. And it's Thanksgiving, and this bread is a turkey. Oh my God, it's so juicy. You see, Bobby, on Thanksgiving, people will be so jazzed by the moistness of the turkey, you'll have to tune them out. Now try again. The kids' table needs turkey.
Dale, I read that the government returned 84,000 acres to the Utes near the Already Reservation. It's an impressive for a tribe's lawsuit, don't you think?
Well, with me acting as your legal advisor, I am confident you have their advocate, although I am not sure what you mean by precedent.
Let me do it.
Son,
Joseph, look. Hey. So, is that a new backpack?